The concept of justice is vital to the American experience. Justice is about fair treatment, about balancing the needs of society, and about helping us right our wrongs. It is a foundational pillar of America's Constitution. However, America is also a nation that has sometimes struggled to fulfill its obligations. When one group of people is kept out of the system, how can the process be fair or just? This is why Jane Bolin is such an important person in American history. She may never have been president or a senator, but her work helped America take a meaningful step forward towards the principles of liberty and justice for all. Jane hailed from Poughkeepsie, New York. She was the only child of Gaius Bolin. Gaius was notable himself as a skilled lawyer and had been the first black man to graduate from Williams College. Her mother was white, a British immigrant, which may not be remarkable today, but interracial marriage was highly stigmatized and often illegal in the United States at that time. As the only child of this marriage, Bolin was forced to endure significant discrimination, as did many interracial children of that era. Often they were too dark to fit in with white social circles, but considered not black enough by many in the black community. Jane faced harsh discrimination, such as being barred from the prestigious women's college Vassar because the school did not admit black students until 1944. Instead, Bolin attended a different college and even graduated near the top of her class. Young and ambitious, Jane was interested in going to law school. An advisor at Wellesley told her not to apply to Yale. She was a woman, after all, at a time when few women went to law school, and her skin color made it even harder to gain acceptance. Jane applied anyway and was accepted. In 1931, she became the first black woman to graduate from Yale Law School. After passing the bar, Jane spent some time as a lawyer in her father's law practice. Then she took a job in New York City with the Corporation Counsel's Office. There she distinguished herself with a mixture of hard work and a refusal to back down from a challenge. In 1939, Bolin ran for public office in the New York State Assembly. Now, she didn't win, but she got the attention of other New York politicians. Shortly thereafter, she was appointed as a judge in the Domestic Relations Court by the mayor of New York City. This was a milestone. At the time, there was not a single black woman judge in the United States. Jane Bolin was the first, and for 20 years, the only. In fact, she served in this role for so long that she outlived the court itself. In 1962, the Domestic Relations Court was merged and combined to form the New York Family Court, where Jane continued to serve for another 16 years. As a judge, Bolin had more influence than most. Her rulings changed the course of people's lives. She pushed to integrate child services in New York, to reduce discrimination by probation officers, and compelled child care agencies to no longer discriminate against children. On top of all this, she was active in the National Council of Negro Women, the NAACP, the Urban League, and the Child Welfare League. She was also an active part of the civil rights movement. After retiring from the bench, Bolin remained active in public service. During her decades on the bench, Bolin helped shape the lives of everyday citizens of this country. From her place in a New York City courtroom, Bolin was a pioneer. Now, there are many ways to make an impact. When she first became a judge, Jane Bolin became one of the highest-ranking African-American officials in the country. And it's a testament to the progress which she helped usher in that by the time she retired, there were far more influential black Americans, including Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. That is quite an impressive legacy.